Hello everyone, I'm G-Virus, and right there next to me, actually on camera would be this way for you guys, is VGR, Video Game Roulette, who's going to be running Axiom Verge, the Mummy Demastered. So he's going to be doing reverse boss order, so for those of you who are familiar with the Super Metroid scene, it is exactly what it says. It is, we're going to start with the last boss and not trigger the end cutscene, go back all the way down to the first boss, and then actually finish the game.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, take it away, VGR.
All right, let's count us down in...
Wait. Not that. No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't listen to me. I'm just saying whatever. I
All
haven't
right.
had a single coffee. I just woke up. What are you guys doing to me? No,
All right.
actually, you guys, we're actually ready to go to the gameplay feed, so stick with us. We'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Okay. All right, guys. Like G-Virus said on Video Game Roulette, this is reverse boss order of the Mummy Demastered. This is a brand new category, never been seen at any event. We actually put this together after the GDQ run when Austin gave us a little bit of information about how items spawn at bosses if you haven't collected them yet. So we're going to see some interesting things in this run.
And Austin Ivan Smith, who actually is the lead designer on this game, and the stand-in for Russell Crowe, as it were. We'll show you.
Yeah.
But we're ready to go on your mark, man.
All right, and 3, 2, 1,
let's go! Il y a combien de Kmart là-dedans? Il y avait beaucoup trop comme de D5. Je vois un Kmart, mais j'ai entendu 8 Kmart. Je comprends pas. 5!
Oh, look, it's Austin.
And honestly, like, before he actually mentioned it, I couldn't see it. And then he's like, that's all I can see now.
Right.
So basically, they couldn't get, you know how it works with movies and superstars and everything. There's agents, there's a bunch of red tape. And they had to get clearance from Russell Crowe's people and then actually go back to Way Forward through Universal, through this. Anyway, so they couldn't make it in time. So Austin, the lead designer, one day just woke up and he's like, you know, I got a scruffy beard and everything, and you know, I'll just fix my hair, take a picture, make it black and white, add a couple of filters, and there you go. He was a dollar version of Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
For the game.
All right, as you guys can see here, I'm actually getting phase dash early. This is something we put together especially for reverse boss order. Taking some damage here.
Taking more damage there.
There we go. And we're just gonna kill ourselves to save some time. Unfortunately, compared to any percent, we actually have to kill ourselves in this room. Otherwise, we lose phase dash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I gotta say, and that's something I mentioned during the GDQ run, because I was on the couch. It was me, Egdesis, who's also a fellow NoReset speedrunner, and Ivan, Austin,
yeah,
the lead designer for the game. And you would think this game, you know, looking at it, the Mummy Demastered, just hearing about it, you're like, oh, it's a tie-in video game for Universal's failed Dark Universe, the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise, which I think it was a good popcorn flick, you know, in its own right. And you'd be surprised at how good this game is, and the reason is really simple. It's the same people that developed the whole Shantae series. So it's a real video game. It's not just some cheap knockoff or a cash grab-in. It's a good video game.
That it is.
Just so happens it's tied to a big Hollywood franchise.
As you can see here, I'm starting to do some out-of-bounds stuff right off the bat.
What's the window for dashing through a wall?
So basically, what we have to do is kind of hold at one angle and then hold in the direction that we want to clip through. And this will change the positioning of your player just slightly enough that you can actually squeeze into the roof or into the wall.
So we have, wait, Anmatap, I think is her name. so she's the main antagonist of the game and the movie, as it were, and she's very angry, and no amount of therapy will ever soothe her anger.
Nope.
There's nothing to be done there. It's a lost cause. So we got to go through and get all those bosses, get upgrades, and one of the main mechanics that actually is part of the game is, as you notice, he died and then his corpse turned into a zombie, and he mentioned something about having to, you know, kill your old self in that specific room. Well, the reason is when you die in this game, it's kind of a soft roguelike, I would say, in the sense that when you die, you literally respawn as a new character. Because right now you're not some unique hero, you're literally just a foot soldier. You're generic as they come. So generic that you can be easily replaced. And every time you die, basically, it's a new soldier that gets sent in. And in order to get back all your gear and your upgrades and everything, you need to kill the living corpse of your former colleague in order to get all your upgrades back. And that's basically how you can keep progressing if you die. And that's a mechanic that we're actually going to be using throughout the game. There's a setup at one place where we actually use our own corpses to damage boost ourselves to a platform that would otherwise be unreachable.
Well, that's only for any percent.
Exactly. So, but to give you an idea, there's a bunch of tricks that you can do with that mechanic. But in reverse boss order, there's with the dash here, you can actually sequence break, and actually you would think that guy wouldn't be floating with all that heavy armor on him, but I mean that's just
right.
What do I know, right?
So we have 2 donations actually.
Oh.
First one from Where's Barry, who gave
Oh.
$10 and says, "You can do it, VGR. You can do it all night long. Hashtag VGR."
Nice,
And
Barry.
we have another donation from Zendra Vendra, who
Oh.
gives $26 and says, "Best of luck with the incentives. Here's a little help for that. And see you this afternoon." And then translates this in French, saying, "Bonne chance avec les objectifs. Voici un peu d'aide de ma part à cet après-midi. Ah ouais, on est capable. V'là quelques piastres pour aider. On se revoit dans une couple d'heures."
First try.
Let's go!
Oh, that is so hard. There's going to be one more of those that can actually soft lock later in the game, so we're going to hope that doesn't happen. I do have a backup save
Okay,
just in
good.
case,
Good.
so we can save time if it happens.
When going into a marathon, always wear backup saves.
Yes, especially for a Metroidvania style game.
Especially running reverse boss order.
Yes.
Especially.
Yes. Because there's no recovering if you die.
Agent run speed. Run
This is
space,
going to make things nice and fun.
speed. Yeah, this is basically the, you know, the speed booster. There's no shine spark, but yeah. Actually, there is.
It is.
There is with the phase dash.
Yep.
It's kind of different. It's not exactly quite like a shine spark, but it's
Pretty much the same, yeah.
serves the same purpose. By the way, Zandra Vandra is going to be running Cosmo Tank later this afternoon, which is the next incentive that's actually on the board. If you take a look at the right portion of the screen, we are currently sitting at 85% of the objective because we're at 6,400 $1 and $1. And the overkill, which is basically just a cool Easter egg that's going to be displayed if we reach $7,500. So we're just shy of 1,100 to reach that. So if anyone in chat donated actually a quarter, we'd be in the money for that incentive. If everyone in chat donated $1, then we'd be going past our global goal of 10,000 already, and that would be
Nice.
pretty insane. As insane as VGR's display of skills right now, because his doesn't look like it. His phase dashing actually is very precise at very specific spots. If he misses it, then he gets bonked, and it throws the whole pattern out of whack. Because those rats are, you know, they're an actual plague.
Yeah.
If anything.
All right, we're going to go for a fun phase dash here.
So he needs to go through that room and then the next one without getting hit by
Nice.
any of the rats.
That's beautiful right there.
That was a thing of beauty, my friend. I can barely walk, so running like this, it's way too early for that.
Oh.
So
All right.
we go through locked doors essentially.
Yep.
And this is actually quite a nice upgrade. So basically when you get hit by enemies, you get knocked back, so your character is thrown off by a couple of pixels in the opposite direction of in which you were hit. This actually negates that completely.
Here we go. This is the first dangerous trick in the run. Oh, crap. 1 second.
Come on, VGR, think of the children.
We got this.
All right. Boxes are the real enemy.
There we
here.
go. So this is the second boss room right here, but we're not actually going to fight it. We're just coming through to grab some items, as you can see there. This is something that Austin told us about during GDQ, but we didn't actually know about it until he actually mentioned it.
Yep.
So as you can see, items that we are supposed to collect before this point are actually sitting there waiting for us in the room, which saves us time having to hunt them down.
Because the way it worked is that when we were doing testing, they realized that if you got there without those items, basically, you were screwed. So the game is just being super nice and allowing you to actually get them. But now he's stuck on the wrong side of the room.
Oh, just got it.
And he needs to phase dash through the walled portion of the boss, so
And
that
that's
was actually
very
really
hard.
tough. That was really hard.
Yeah.
I think the crowd's dead. Don't get the Q. Ah, there you go. Now
There
they
we
get it.
go. And we're out. There's actually another strat that Code Piece has been working on that's a little bit faster than that, but it's so risky it's not worth trying at a marathon. Oh! You know what? I'm going to try that again. This is very precise. Ah, okay, I'm just climbing.
Are you
This is
climbing?
actually the room that we usually use the other guy to boost us. Since I'm low on health, I'm gonna grab this health here for safety.
By the way, can I show something real quick? Would that be a good time for me to waste time?
Yeah.
All right. So here in Montreal, there's one thing that's actually 100% part of the lore, and that is road work and construction in general. So, you know, this is one of my good fellow convention friends. She's the creator of this guy, Ponto, which I think should be the official Montreal mascot. He's literally a construction cone. Just want to give her a big shout out because he's super cute. And Ponto's the best. And you know, he comes from the countryside. There's actually a comic book of, that she made, and then with everything that goes around it. And he leaves the countryside to come to the big city and become like, you know, a big cone. So yeah, you'll see a lot of these guys if you come into Montreal. That's one of the main attractions. No, just kidding. Hate all the cones, but Ponto's cool though. Ponto's good. He's okay. So there you go. I like, she was right there, and I'm like, just go, I want to show Ponto. So hi Twitch chat. You've been baited. It's a construction cone.
Oh,
There you go. So back to you, VGR.
So we have another $10 donation from Where's Barry,
On a comme 8000 viewers.
oh,
saying, at what point in this game does Brendan Fraser on the Scorpion King show up? Hashtag VGR.
this is actually from the Mummy Remastered movie, not the old Brendan Fraser movies, unfortunately.
I like how you call it remastered because it's
Yeah, true. It's technically what they would call demastered.
I really need to start playing this game.
All right, we're coming up to the Anubis boss. And again, we're just gonna get something from it and then leave. Now we've effectively doubled our weapon power.
There we go.
Now we're gonna do a phase dash to pass right through the boss and skip it. Ooh, okay. Back up.
Backup strat time.
There we go.
Oh, hi Anubis. Bye Anubis.
All right.
There we go.
Here's a fun little thing I found. 3, and we're good.
Let's go. This is, by the way, this category is so different from any percent.
Yeah,
There's
completely.
It's an entire, feels like an entirely different game.
Yeah, it does.
See how when he actually bumped the ceiling, he just flexed?
Gotta flex every once in a while.
You got to.
All right. Third boss skipped.
You know, they'll each get what's coming to them. Just, you know, later.
Oh, the horse. Horse troll. We need that phase dash. It speeds up a lot, even if I do it twice.
Is that horse amazing though?
The horse is actually our guide.
Okay.
There we go. As you can
Awesome.
see, as soon as you're lined up with it,
That's
go
pretty good.
straight up.
That horse is amazing.
Yeah.
Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins.
We're gonna set up for another phase dash here. Speed up this next room.
By the way, there's probably 2 people who get that reference. The whole venue. Oh.
Get some more ammo. Because the more we have of this, the easier the final boss is gonna be.
Oh, yes.
Instead of phase dashing, I'm just gonna keep my run speed so I can keep my momentum going. Because we're just gonna stop here anyways.
Otherwise, you just go past it.
Yeah,
That's no bueno.
that or you'd stop before it and you'd lose momentum anyways. And go up.
Go. I mean, you need a clock tower level, right?
Yep. Every Metroidvania needs a clock tower level.
Except for the Metroid series.
Yeah.
You would just take time and just appreciate the music in this game. Which is actually, like, to me, is one of the highlights. And
Yeah.
I love the clock tower song. It's really good.
Right. Which one was this one?
You got this. By the way,
Alright.
the phase dash is more akin to Wario World than Wario Land than Metroid series, but
Yeah.
so how many health upgrades are you getting until the end of the round?
As many as I can without losing too much time. It all depends on my health at the time. I'll judge it on the fly.
Gotcha.
Oh, let's go get the rocket while we're here.
You know, might as well, since you're already there.
Yep. Whew! Just barely dodged that hit.
That was close.
Yeah.
So now we got the cluster rockets,
Yep.
because the rocket launcher in and of itself isn't badass enough. You need cluster rockets.
All right, fill up our ammo, grab ourselves the rockets. Oh, gotta break this door first. Now we're gonna have some fun here. And here's the spot where the game could soft lock. Wish me luck, guys.
All right, let's do this.
That's one try. It's 2 tries. Ah, soft lock.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. It's one of those tricks that's not only frame perfect, but pixel perfect.
The best combo.
Right.
Those are the best tricks.
Yeah. So, luckily we brought ourselves a save just in case
This would happen.
that I've already broken that. So this way we don't have to worry about it.
There we go.
Because that can happen in your first try, it can happen in your 100th. So, to be safe, I brought this save just so we can continue.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. And now, this time when we walk in the room, you're actually going to notice it's going to tell me to push B. But I actually don't have the repel.
It's already there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a trigger.
Yeah, once you've triggered it once, it breaks and stays open for the rest of the game, essentially.
Awesome.
Yeah. Luckily.
And now to those already saying, oh, run's invalid. This is a marathon run. He was not going for PB. He was not going for world record.
No.
I mean, hell, the guy invented the category pretty much.
Yeah. Me, Codepiece, and Axiom all worked together to create this category not long after GDQ. So it's still fresh.
So we have a $20 donation from JWR Harding,
Hey,
who says,
Harding.
reverse boss for the win, backhorse resin brand.
Oh, man. Those 2 full scoops of memes right there. By the way, I'd just like to remind you guys that we need to get to 7,500 in order for the Cosmo Tank Overkill feature to be in the run. And also, we're aiming to raise 10,000 for the charity that we're supporting. We're actually on pace for that. We're still, we barely missed the Super Monkey Ball incentive, the pause strats. But I'll say this, we're still on track to get that 10K. And at 9,000, after the Cosmo Tank incentive, the very last run of the marathon is the Messenger. Any percent, no out of bounds. Or no, out of bounds, actually, by Turtle Wax TV. If we reach 9,000 before the end of that run, then we're actually going to have the Messenger Picnic Panic DLC played by, I already forgot the name, and I feel bad because that's the second time now. And I should have prepared, because I do have a browser on my
Played
phone.
by JC Bourgo.
JC Bourgo, there you go. Thank you so much. And but only he's going to be playing Picnic Panic with a Guitar Hero controller. So, yes.
All right, here we go. Final boss.
There we go. For those who are familiar with Cuphead, you might be thinking, oh, this looks familiar, the way he's swapping weapons and spamming everything.
That was easy.
That's phase 1.
Gotta love weapon swapping. So I'm using a combination of the controller and keyboard here to make this much faster to do. You know what?
It's getting there.
That pixel perfect spot.
Just left the pixel perfect spot. There we go.
All right, we're out of bullets.
Now we just got to spam the good old assault rifle.
Yep.
Although Seth is getting a little bit red in the face, so
Yeah, he should be done soon.
it's about the same shade as Ridley in Super Metroid. Same, but different.
Nice.
And time.
No, not really.
Not really. It's fine. I knew that if I bamboozled them, that we can actually resume the timer because it still runs in the background.
Yeah.
I had a backup strat in case my stupidity would actually affect your timer.
And look, phase dash.
Phase dash indeed. About time you got it.
Right?
Also, this was discovered not too long ago. That
Yeah.
Shine Spark spot.
Yeah, Austin actually showed it to Code Piece, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, before the
yeah.
before his AGDQ run.
The hell happened there? Lost my momentum somehow. You know what? We're climbing like this then.
There you go. You're not the boss of me, game. There's another spot there. Right here.
All right, we got to be quick. Don't have much time left.
How much time do we have
There
left?
we go. We're good.
Awesome.
A message would have popped up, and then we wouldn't have had much time after that. So we actually got lucky that.
Because you actually have to do the escape sequence and get out of the area.
Yep.
Otherwise, there's actually a timer. Even though there's no actual.
Once you
timer.
get past that truck that I got through, the timer stops, and you're good. All right. And up we go.
Into the clock tower.
Oh. There we go. We're gonna fill up our ammo before we go fight the boss. There we go. That's a frame perfect trick right there. As soon as you exit, if you jump on the right frame, it'll actually jump you back into it and bring you up so you can complete your cycle.
Just want to say that we have a $50 donation from Bertie95, who says, "This is first time watching this marathon and I absolutely love it. Please keep it up."
Thank you so much. We've been working hard to bring this show to you over the past 5 years. We're actually starting our 5th year right now, and we've come a long way. Let's just say that.
That they have. That they have.
It actually wouldn't be possible without everyone in attendance, all the runners, all the volunteers, everyone backstage right now. So it's thank you for supporting me in this crazy endeavor. Oh, by the way, the boss is just waiting there.
There we go. And
Let's go. Boss didn't stand a chance. So.
and this used to be one of the harder bosses to fight.
Yeah. That boss was what I would consider the Phantoon of the game.
Right.
And not just because of the big eye, there's some similarities there, but so essentially he doesn't trigger the actual fight, so the boss is just waiting there in the ceiling. So it's actually preloaded into the room. And by using the phase dash wall clip, he's able to just go there, and the boss is actually active. He's in an active state, despite the fact that he's not, the fight is not loaded or triggered in and of itself. So we can make quick work of him.
And it's funny because all the bosses are like that. All of them are triggered even if you don't trigger the cutscenes and you can kill them. It's pretty silly. All right, let's see. With this health, I'm gonna probably grab the safety health on the way down. And I think that's going to be the last one I'm going to grab for the run.
All right.
With that health, I can take some more riskier strats and not have to worry as much. Oh, before I forget, we need to fill up on ammo again.
There we go.
All right. Back to Anubis. Anubis has been waiting for us for a long time now.
In any percent, we skip Anubis entirely, right?
Yes.
We don't
well,
even
no.
fight-
We fight him off screen.
Yeah, exactly. So I call that a skip. It's not really a fight, but
Well, you still have to kill it.
yeah, you kill it. But like as we were saying
Yeah.
before, the bosses are all preloaded into the screen. But there's
Yeah.
a little window where actually, if you stand at a very precise spot in the room, you're before the trigger, but within range of damaging Anubis,
Yeah.
who's just standing in the middle of the room. And that's how you get rid of Anubis in any percent. Let's just see what VGR does in this case.
Let's see if I can break him. There's a specific cycle where he starts throwing his staffs. If I phase dash him during that cycle, he will just stand there the entire fight.
Okay.
This is also something new that I discovered during this.
Wow.
Let's see if we get the RNG though. Come on. He does not want to give me the RNG.
That's fine, you got this. Easy. Not really, it's not easy, but
There we go.
he makes it look easy. There we go. We just dispatched the God of Death.
Yep.
No big deal.
No big deal.
You know, not bad for a nondescript foot soldier, don't you think?
Right?
Making quick work of deities everywhere.
All right, we're gonna grab ammo while we're here, because we're gonna need it for that dragon boss coming up.
Oh, by the way, apparently, Olive Sweden is here right now, so big shout outs
Nice.
to Sweden. And to answer,
There we go. Perfect.
in order to answer HL98's question, no, Sweden is not in Norway. Just wanted to point that out.
The hell is that? Never seen that happen before.
I mean, we have to have one of those moments, right?
Right?
We need it. It's,
Yep.
it's mandatory.
All right, Dragon Boss.
Every time you say Dragon Boss, I think of Dragon Ball. By the way, if you don't get in any percent, if you don't defeat that boss on the first try, I believe it makes things way more complicated.
Yes.
Big shout outs to Quatropus, who ran this game at DreamHack Atlanta 2018, I think. Or was it 2019? No, 18. It was 2018.
And there we go.
There we go.
And I even got through them. Save some time.
Got rid of Killer Croc right there.
All right. Now this next phase dash that's coming out, it's one of the hardest.
Yes, I do remember that room.
There. Got it. First try.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That saves so much time.
Well, you went through those 2 vertical rooms like one shot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of platforming right there and a lot of dashing that you didn't have to do.
Yeah, right? Okay. 1, 2. All right, we got it. So now that's broken.
Like, you mean the game?
Yeah, now you can use it without repel.
So I just want to remind everyone that we're roughly $1,000 away from our next milestone, which is Overkill in Cosmo Tank, which is a cool Easter egg that will only be shown if we reach that amount of money. And we're a little over $1,000 away, and we have a few hours left, so let's get it, guys.
I have faith in all of you. Mart. Va cacher ton chèque de paye.
All right, here we go. How much health do I have?
He was about to just get up. I'm like, go cash your paycheck, Mart. Do it.
Do I have
not
enough for the
comprehend.
quick kill? Let's see. Oh yeah, I do. And it's
There
done.
we go.
Now, the trigger for walking out of that room isn't actually spawned during that boss fight for some reason. Other bosses, they are, but that one, not at all.
Just blame everything on lazy programming. It's fine. By the way, this particular tile set always reminds me of Metroid Zero Mission. The whole thing feels very Metroid-y in that section. Once again, if anyone in chat donated $1 or even a quarter, that would put us in the
All
money.
right, time's coming up here shortly. As soon as the helicopter goes up and it goes black screen again one more time. Oh, no, I went to the wrong one.
But wait, there's more.
That one. Okay, so the next time the helicopter goes.
By the way,
And
wait for it.
time.
By the way, why is it that all the games that we speedrun always ends on the fade to black? You know? I just realized that.
Right?
Same thing for Axiom, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm just going to take a look at the schedule, because right now you're like 25 minutes under estimate.
Yep, yeah.
And
We have time for something special if you want.
because right now we're already on pace to finish the marathon earlier than we were scheduled to. And that would put us a little bit too early for my taste. So
What do you think?
can anyone in backstage confirm whether or not we could showcase a little bit of Axiom Verge randomizer? Would you guys like to see that?
All right, let's get that set up then.
All right. Just let's say we'll put in for like, what, 25 minutes? Should be more than enough.
Yeah, more than enough.
Just put a line 25 minutes in a Horaro in the back, refresh, do all the cool stuff. And so we're actually just going to go to a quick transition. It's going to be the wrong game name on the stream because this was not planned, by the way.
No.
At all. And yeah, actually, we don't even need to go to the transition. Just launch the thing. You already have everything set up on that computer because that was actually our backup game for the setup block. And
Yes.
we're ahead of time. But now we're really ahead of time. So this music is music to my ears.
Right?
Yeah. So, but by the way, still, let's hear it for VGR and the Mummy Demastered run. That was amazing.
Went a lot better than I thought it was going to, especially for something I just learned between the time of GDQ and now.
I mean, obviously, because, you know, you destroyed that estimate.
Yeah. When I first set that estimate, my PB was 45 minutes, and I wanted to give myself a buffer. And then by the time I got here, I had a PB of almost 30 minutes, so I knew we were going to save us some time. So I brought this just in case to fill up some more time.
There we go.
All right, so this is going to be the DreamHack meme seed. Would you like to explain why that is?
So the other day I was just playing around with the randomizer trying to generate a seed, and so the number for this seed, I punched the numbers and I realized it was 9 digits, right? And so I put in 120, 222, 420 as the seed number, and that seed apparently it's not broke. It's broken in a good way.
Yeah.
Because it just so happens that it's actually
the God seed.
The God seed, as it were.
Yes.
So
the fastest time ever beating this game, as you can see, best time 13:13. That is the fastest randomizer time, and it's held by this exact seed.
So with that being said, I mean, we're just waiting for the game name to be changed on stream, because that's going to confuse the hell out of a lot of people. Like, that's not the right Metroidvania. That's not Tom Cruise. That's not Tom Cruise on the screen there. But
all right.
I can give them a couple of minutes. We actually did take, you know, we kind of screwed them over.
Yeah.
With this.
Yeah, we kind of surprised them, caught them off guard, didn't we?
Yeah, but hey, you know what? I do what I want. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine. This is fine.
It's great to finally show this off live in an event, though.
Yep.
Yeah. We've been talking about it in the background a lot during the development and stuff like that. Like the last time you ran this, you had Tom on the line. He gave us a shout out, and now we're officially working on the official version for it so that we can port it to actual consoles now.
Did you guys get in touch with Dan and Tom for this?
Not yet, but we have been working on it, and we already have a compiled version. We're just waiting to talk to them to show them.
Which reminds me, I have to set that up. So
Yes.
yeah, we'll get in on that. Like now, everything's calmed down. I'm gonna have a couple of months without any events.
Exactly.
So I'll be able to actually take care of that.
Yeah, and hopefully we can have a true showcase for that with crowd control as well for the next DreamHack.
In Montreal.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
If anything, I mean, we want like that's something that's been in the works, but I want to organize an official tournament with Tom Happ and Dan Edelman.
Yes.
For the randomizer. So that's something that's going to be quite interesting.
That it will be. That it will be. All
and,
right. Looks
we're
like
good to go.
Yeah. All right. So let's count us down in
3, 2,
1,
go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Axiom Verge randomizer with VGR, as it were before. Spoiler alert, same dude, no transition, just going straight into it.
Just going straight in.
Rocking that purple coat.
Yeah.
So, if anything, we go to the left. Now, for those who know the game, this area, you notice that everything's already activated. When you go in that room the first time, everything's dark, the bubbles aren't even animated. Then you pick up the Axiom Disruptor, which is the pea shooter of the game, the regular gun. And then everything activates. Then you can break those bubbles, and that's how you progress to the right. The problem was that if it was any other weapon, I believe, other than the Disruptor, the wake-up sequence of the world wouldn't be triggered.
Exactly.
So it was just basically an instant softlock. So by activating the world before even loading the game, then that just bypassed that entirely, and it doesn't affect anything other than that one room that's just already lit instead of being all dark and gloomy.
Exactly.
So now we got the Kilver, which is, as I affectionately call it, the broccoli gun, because it's like you shoot like a big electrical broccoli. Eat your veggies, kids. But yeah, it's a gun, but it's more of a melee weapon. But it's actually one of the best weapons in the game. That's the one we use the most in the speedrun. So to get Kilver on the first room, that's actually pretty good. As we said, this is the God Seed, and as you will see, we'll make quick work of this randomizer.
Yes.
It's a good thing we actually discovered this seed, right?
Yeah. I was happy when you found it. I'm actually happy it came into Discord when you were streaming it.
Yeah, it's true.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have known about it.
You ever thought about just trying to go through the cycle to go under them instead of killing them? That'd be faster.
Unless you got a coat, it's almost impossible.
I got you.
Yeah, and with the amount of health we have, we would die very fast.
That is true.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
They hit very hard.
So unless you have the address disruptor, these guys are actually a pain.
Yep.
And because when you do have the address disruptor, if you corrupt, because that's one of the main mechanics in the game, you can corrupt enemies. That gives them a special property, changes them, makes them all glitchy. Those enemies, whenever you glitch one of them, they become all glitched at the same time, which is a very good cue for you to know that if you kill one, they all die on the screen.
Yeah.
Even off screen, actually, the whole room, all those enemies are actually going to be gone.
All right, we're gonna head over here. We're not actually going to fight Zeter. We're actually gonna skip him.
Yep.
There's something underneath though that we are going to grab. Not necessarily need, but it's nice to have.
You need it. We don't need it, but we need it. But we don't need it. Now we could keep going. Now this is a randomizer, but that's a seed that we already know. It's just a showcase. We could continue through that room and go. There's a way to get to the room with the boss and actually do a check without getting the actual item. Well, we have grapples. We'd be able to get it.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that because we know it's not
worth it.
Not worth it. So we have all the Axiom Verge speedrunning tools, the randomizer tools that show you, your seed and everything, which items you've got, what's the last item, and all that stuff. You can go on the. Is it on pseudo routes?
Yeah. Or the randomizer, maybe not.
No, the tools. It's on the.
The tools are on the on the site. I'm not sure about the randomizer. Willow can probably confirm that if he's in chat.
Yeah, we should probably centralize all of that to make it.
Yeah, I think we were starting to move it all, but we hadn't finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at some point, it'll be everything is going to be on the same source. And
yeah.
Here's the thing, with those tools, it actually tells you how many bubbles you've popped.
Yep. How many bubbles you've popped, how many blocks you've broken, how many creatures you've glitched.
And that's actually a very nice touch. I enjoyed that because there's an achievement in the game where you have to burst 2,000 bubbles.
Yep.
So we just reused that counter.
Yep.
Put it in the interface. And that's the field disruptor. And as I say, every time I'm commentating one of these runs, I'm like, everything makes sense. So you've got the Axiom disruptor, which is a gun, the address disruptor, which is the thing that corrupts things, the field disruptor, which is essentially high jump boots. He's fine. He's got the coat. Even if he dies, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But now he's got the red coat. That's basically the last coat, the last upgrade of the game. Once you've gotten the red coat, it's basically screw attack with a 3-tile large dash. So now you can just go through everything.
Yeah.
And that's what's needed to actually go to the end of the game.
Yeah, it's the one thing I need. And technically we've gotten everything I need to go complete the game now, but...
We're going to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Just,
kill some time, enjoy the randomizer, showcase a little bit more.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, now we got a power node, which effectively upgrades your damage output.
Yes.
And it also works on the drill, so you're going to drill blocks faster as well. Now he's got the...
fat beam.
The fat beam. Which is my favorite weapon in the game.
Ooh.
That's fine. You got this.
I don't even know why I tried to dash. You could have just walked under.
Yeah.
This is the thing with randomizer. When you have something that you're normally not supposed to, you do things you're not supposed to.
Exactly. You're in that room, so you don't have the red coat, and you can't phase dash. So what we do is we just walk on the platform, drop down, keep walking, because I call them lungers, whatever they are, and they just lunge at you. But if you just walk to them, they actually jump over you. So they're just. Now here's the thing, it's not that big of a time loss because now that we have the red coat, we can just go through everything.
Yeah.
The world is butter. We're the hottest knife in town. Usually you would need the address disruptor level 2 to go through there, which is how we go, used to go into that section in any percent. Now these guys have broken the game way beyond the way I was playing the game when I was actively running it and when I showcased it at GDQ twice. So
right, let's check these two spots while we're here.
Now that's called rocket jump. See how he gets a second phase dash in? So the way you do this is that you hold a diagonal, so up, right? It actually buffers, because the way you phase dash in this game is you double tap a direction, so it actually buffers the first tap. So you just have to press up a second time or any direction that you want to go, and it just does it.
Yeah.
Which makes it possible. So by doing this, buffering while you're doing the first dash, and on the very top of the dash, just pressing up again, you get a second dash, which is about half the height of the first one. And that's what we call rocket jump.
Yeah.
Because we like quick. I'd probably say 90% of the kids in here don't know what quick even is. Probably think I'm talking about oatmeal or something because I'm old.
Come on, you're not that old.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there.
Aren't we all, though?
Now we're gonna say hi to that boss.
Yeah.
But we're entering through the back door. And cue all the backdoor jokes that you want. It's fine. Now he's using phase dash.
It's really dangerous.
It's
though.
that was very risky, and because he needs to dash up, and he needs to be between like the big jiggly brain part and the leg, and that's a very tight jump.
Whoa!
Oh, going for the kill. So that was actually very risky. He was lucky that red coat gives you iframes, otherwise he would have been toast. Then again, this is basically this game's answer to the screw attack. So one would hope that it would actually make you invincible.
Right. All right, we're back to where we were before we died.
Only, might as well go through the other way.
Yeah. Show some other spots.
There you go. We're breaking the game enough as it is. Oh, I like that you left the boss splits on screen.
Yep. Let's see what's in here. Ah, note.
By the way, just a quick reminder that we're actually trying to get to 7,500 before we get to Cosmo. Well, before the end of Cosmo Tank, so we can showcase the Overkill Easter egg. And after that, we're actually going to be on our way to 9,000 in order to unlock the Messenger Picnic Panic DLC Guitar Hero controller percent run by Oogman. So, did I even say that right? Probably didn't. Let's see.
Okay, got our drone. That's the one thing I needed.
Borgo. Oh my god, I was so off. I was thinking of another person.
So now we can officially beat the game if we wanted to, but again, we're just gonna kill a little bit more time before we go and fight Athos and try and get some other upgrades.
Now we got advanced drone launch, which is very useful right now because we don't even have the drone.
No, we do.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, I got it just before.
While I was looking at the schedule, you sly, you sly fox.
What was under here? That's worth it.
Yep, especially with red coat, super easy check. I really like the background in this section for some reason. I don't know why. With all the parallax and all the different layers.
Yeah.
So, once again, this game was made all by one person, by the way.
Yeah.
One single person, Thomas Happ. So the art, the music, the level design, the character design, the story, everything, it's all Tom's doing. By the way, rocket jump comes really handy in this room. And there's a little two-block window that you can dash through to get there. And that's how you do it.
That's gonna come in handy. We'll just skip that.
So basically, the smaller ones are fragments, either power nodes or health nodes, fragments, and you need 4 of them to complete a full node. So in this case, we're not even going to be close to getting 4 fragments, so we're just ignoring them.
You know what? I just
nice
thought of
grapple.
something. We could do this.
Yes. So what'd you get?
I don't know. We should have loaded the tracker.
We should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
We don't need range. Give me your health.
Enlarge your beam.
Can't really enlarge the beam, unfortunately.
I know, it's already fat. It's literally called Fat Beam.
Right.
I mean, Fat Beam is actually my favorite weapon in the game.
It's one of my favorites.
And for those who actually remember the good old Shoop da Whoop meme, can you just fire Fat Beam for me?
All right. Okay.
You should just go through there, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's free. Just dash
Especially
up.
like this.
Exactly.
YOLO room. Or not so YOLO anymore.
Yeah, we call this YOLO room because everything is just coming at you, dealing tons of damage, getting wombo combo, knockback. This room is hell in a regular run.
Yeah. I'll take that.
That was a good check.
Mm-hmm.
So what's different about Axiom Verge, the randomizer, as opposed, there's not a lot of progression items per se that blocks you. So it's more about getting, doing checks to get the optimal weapons and whatnot. And there are some go mode conditions, of course.
Yes.
It's just not as elaborate. So I think it makes it more accessible in a way.
It does.
For people to be experimenting with randomizers and just getting into it.
Yeah.
But also getting that optimal routing and just playing with it, because Axiom Verge is very movement heavy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movement tech in the latter part of the game when you do a regular run. And what's cool with the randomizer, you actually get the chance to just start using those advanced mechanics like from the get-go if you get an early dash so I would say it's different from other. That's what differentiates it from other randomizers. And also it's just an amazing game in its own right.
I agree.
From the get-go, I mean, Tom is a genius, and there's no overstating it. He's an absolute genius. This game is a masterpiece.
As someone who's been sitting there looking at his code for weeks on end, working on the randomizer, he is a genius, and he's an old school genius, the way he writes. Like,
yeah?
I haven't seen that kind of coding in a long time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Even the coding is retro.
Yes.
Retro inspired.
Yeah. All of his variables are using old school naming conventions and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. See, that's the one thing. Like, I work in IT, so when I say that, oh, you're a programmer, I'm like, no, I'm a systems administrator. And they're like, okay, so you're a programmer. Like,
right.
So programming is not my forte, but I do appreciate a well-built code.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's save before we go in here, because this one we cannot escape unless we kill him.
Just want to say that we received a $40 donation from Ace Gamer Sam.
Oh.
Says, on passe le 6500. C'est mon 4e NoReset de suite au LanÉTS. C'est toujours autant awesome. On se rend à 5500. Go.
Let's go. We're now just under 1,000 away. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
1,000 away from overkill. Merci, Sam. Je t'aime.
There we go.
En passant à tous ceux qui sont au NoReset et qui peuvent m'entendre, si jamais vous avez un petit peu de change de lousse après vous avoir acheté 2 hot dogs à 48,50$, je vous conseille d'aller voir la table du répit qui est juste là sur le coin. On prend les dons sur place. On prend comptant, crédit, débit. Littéralement, tu écris ton nez pendant ta carte de débit, tu la drops dans le pot, puis tu t'en vas, puis on va s'arranger avec le reste. Mais c'est ça. Donc, pour tous ceux qui sont sur place, donnez généreusement. C'est pour une super bonne cause. C'est un centre de répit à Longueuil, dans le Moine, qui aident des familles qui ont des enfants qui sont atteints des troubles du spectre de l'autisme. Je les ai connus parce que mon fils est autiste sévère, donc on a encore recours à leur service aujourd'hui régulièrement. Donc, c'est pour les aider à financer leurs opérations parce que c'est pas facile quand tu es une OBNL. Le gouvernement ne subventionne pas, les dons, c'est tough à cette heure d'aller chercher des dons, honnêtement. Mettons, d'approcher des compagnies. C'est plus comme dans le temps. Quand j'étais jeune, moi, on marchait 26 km pour aller à l'école pour ramasser 6000 $. Mais non, c'est pas comme ça. Fait, écoutez, merci du support incroyable qu'on a eu. Déjà là, 6521. En fait, on a dépassé notre record DreamHack, right? Quelqu'un peut me confirmer? I think we beat our DreamHack Montreal record.
I believe we have, yes.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, this is already a big win, and like I said, the dream is to beat 5K and 5K, 10K actually is what I meant to say. Nope. So like I said, at 9,000 we get an awesome run too, but let's beat 10K. Let's just bring it home. Let's go 5 digits for the beginning of our 5th year at NoReset. So right now, VGR, what he's doing is he's trying to grapple onto the wall to the left. Yeah, there you go. On the same frame that he goes into the pipe. So now he's just going to warp, and now he's out of bounds. Well, he's not really out of bounds, actually. It's just the camera is not in the same room that he's at. So he needs to go to the door to the left, and then the camera is going to reposition itself. You can actually, that's pretty cool, because you can actually how far he went.
Yeah.
As the game scrolls through the whole map.
I just realized I don't have drone teleport. This is going to be fun. What's under here? Please.
Is it, though?
I can't remember. I don't really need it. Okay, we're going to have some fun with this.
No drone teleport.
No drone teleport. We're going to finish the game.
That, oh, yeah. Beautifully
try.
executed. First try. Let's go.
All right.
So this is a combination of using the dash and the grapple. And now we are in the final section of the game, going on our way to the very last boss. And these guys deal a lot of damage. And
yes, they do.
They deal even more damage because you think, oh, he's got the red coat, right? So he's got damage reduction. That's not the way this game works. You get 25% damage reduction per coat that you get. It's not a level thing. So it's not like you get red coat, automatically 75%. No, he only has 25% damage reduction because he only got one of the 3 coat upgrades. So even if you get him out of order, let's say the first coat, it would still be a damage reducing upgrade, which is not the case here. So now we got to be kind of safe because right now these guys I think will take off 3 portions of the health bar by hit.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna delete this guy completely. Bye bye. Oops. All right.
Oh, not as much as I thought.
Yeah, getting rid of that one guy makes that whole room much easier.
Oh, but wait, you got a body hit, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing in this game, and that's something that you need to know. And he just gets Sentinel just like that. So the way this works, I'm gonna explain this, and then I'll explain the whole damage thing. So you grapple onto the ceiling, and that's something you can use on the final boss as well. You grapple to the ceiling, and you actually swing to the left or to the right, either or. But as you're the closest to the ceiling, the game thinks that you're already in that tile. So this was a 4-tile thick ceiling, and the red coat allows you to phase dash through 3 tiles. And since it thinks that you're already in that 1 tile, it does not count towards the total amount of tiles that you need to go through. So it's effectively thinking that you're going through 3 tiles, so it actually gives you the dash.
All right, we're gonna delete these guys, just make it a little safer.
There you go. And the way that the damage works in this game, I would say, well, not even like 100% of the time, it's better to take a body hit than get hit by a projectile of any sort. So, as you can see, I said he would take like 3 health sections of damage if he got hit by these guys. I actually meant by their beam, because the body hit will take 1 chunk off. It's triple the damage by the projectile, so it's really important that you do not get hit by their beams or even those guys' bullets. They hurt a lot.
Can we get it? No.
So if he actually does a dash on the exact same frame he enters the door, the game's going to make him dash during the animation repeatedly, so he's already at the end of that room. and he can just make go through. That's an optional boss, by the way. You do get an achievement called Mercy if you do not kill it. To me, seeing the state of the boss, it would be Mercy to actually kill the guy. So now he's going to be using the drone to manipulate the position of the disco balls and also delete some of them.
Yeah. So that one's deleted now. And that one's deleted.
So that room we call Disco Hell for obvious reasons.
And here we go.
That's the fun part.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Get rid of him.
I think he needs to be on screen, though, no?
Somewhat.
There's a little range. You get a little bit of a buffer.
It's within, like, a radius of trace, essentially.
I think that's good.
Let's try this. Oh. Oh, crap.
Okay.
This is the worst feeling right here. Getting trolled by these guys. So this rocket jump is pretty finicky. Only a few of us in the community have actually figured it out. It does take a few tries sometimes to get it because of how frame perfect the first jump is, because you have to dash jump into a rocket jump.
So it's going from the right and then buffering the upright position, then tapping up at the exact same frame, at the precise frame that you need to do it. It's a very precise trick.
There it is.
There it is. And now he's not going to try and delete them. He's actually going to try and go through it. Like I said, body hit.
Oh,
see?
crap.
And that's, oh boy. Oh
yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay.
All right, so he survived. We're going to get the save room here in this game. Every time you save, your health is replenished. So we're going to be a go for Athetos.
And just for safety,
we're just going to delete those guys.
Yep. Goodbye. Now we don't have to worry about them attacking us as we come out.
And now we are at the final boss.
All right, we're going to switch to Fat Beam just for this. Since last time I wasn't able to show this, let's do it.
And now we are out of bounds.
Oh, 1 second. Wrong button.
So, as I said, I'm a fire my laser. Oh! That's pretty much what that gun is. So, it doesn't do a lot of damage right now because we don't have many damage upgrades and so on and so forth, but the range is what we're going for here. So we can safely dispatch the boss. Hey guys, where's my slowpoke? We need our slowpoke. We are overestimate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a randomizer, so what
yeah.
We knew exactly what we're getting into, so
yeah.
We did take our sweet time.
Yeah, we did. We did. We wanted to take about 25 minutes, so I made sure to take about exactly that.
There you go.
And it's an honor to have Slowpoke in the run.
Oh yeah.
So right now we're on phase 2 of 3.
Yep. Not gonna lie, this is a boring boss fight because
when you do it like this, it's definitely boring. But I didn't want to take any chances since our time was already close enough.
No, exactly. I know what you mean. And all I'm saying is that it's also the safest way to beat that boss.
Yes.
So, because when you play 100%, I mean, you don't need to do this, but if you do, you just take out the flamethrower, which is the strongest weapon in the game, and you just unload.
Yeah.
Like, you just deload that thing.
Now, if you want to see the most intense way to fight this, I would suggest checking out my low percent run.
Oh my god.
Where I actually fight him in bounds with no health upgrades, no power upgrades. One of the craziest...
How long is that fight?
Oh, it's pretty long. But it's actually shorter inside than it is to fight him outside with the reverse slicer that everyone was doing.
Oh wow.
Slowpoke.
Damn.
I will not let him fall again. There we go.
And there you go. That was the Axiom Verge randomizer. Time's coming up on the screens. Fade to black. Oh, you're way too early. Hold on. And time. So let's get some stats here. So this was the Axiom Verge randomizer. VGR, thank you so much for showing this just on a, you know, no notice whatsoever.
Well, I let you know I was bringing it, so.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you've been working hard on this.
Yeah.
You and the guys, you know.
Yeah, me, Limi, and Possum, we've been working very hard on this for the past couple of years, and now with the green light from Tom, we are working even harder on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you. And just so you know, like, this is Tom Happ, the developer of the game, during the Repeat Saint Louis event that we did in December. He said on stream, so it's on record, that you know, he wants to make it into an official free DLC for the game. So it's going to happen at some point. You know, we just got to figure it out. But Axiom Verge is stated to come out fall 2020. I cannot wait.
Yes, I cannot wait either.
And I think that would be actually a great lead-in, and also hopefully we'll be able to get the ball rolling for the randomizer for Axiom Verge 2.
Yes.
I don't know if it's going to be ready at launch, but
with all that we've done for 1, all we'd have to do is change all the items and locations. And
exactly, because I think it's running on the same engine.
Yes.
So
from what I know, it is.
There you go. So that's actually the Axiom Verge community has a bright future, I believe, ahead of it, and it's just going to be amazing. So once again, let's hear it for VGR, guys. He's just amazing. Thank you so much, man.
No problem. It was great to be here again.
All right, so right now we're going to go to the next one, which I believe is Baby Kaizo World with Lord Fix, which is essentially the kindergarten version of a Kaizo game. So it's going to, instead of, you know, kicking your ass and just, you know, ripping your head off, it's just going to put you on timeout in the corner for like 55 minutes. So we're just going to go to a quick transition and stick with us, and we'll be right back.